everyone. Welcome in. We're just setting up. We're watching Heidi.
Has the Adam's apple.
But we're setting up to make sure.
Oh God.
I can go on.
All right, let's see.
On time. So welcome in.
Let me put them together, and then I'm gonna surprise you. I have 2 minutes to put them together, and then you're gonna see what he looks
here we
like,
go.
and then you're gonna let me know.
I'm just gonna monitor.
If I pass.
I don't think I need to monitor. Well, I'm already
come on.
monitoring. So, but welcome in. Hey Terry,
we do
love
in. Rita.
Appreciate it. We're just setting up.
All right, hold on. This almost looks like a.
I appreciate you being here.
A peacock.
Thanks so much. So right now,
hold on.
We're basically just watching.
So he can be a surprise. Huh?
Let me lower the volume.
Peacocks.
Okay.
Well, they are today, dude.
So welcome in. Yes. Let me check on. Yeah. Oops.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Of course not. So that was Siri. She doesn't understand me.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, all right. Well, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Let me go grab before people get here. Yeah, I need to go grab a Ricola so that I don't start coughing. Hold on. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Lupe just went to get some Ricola for the coughing situation. So, hey, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. So we are. Hey, Michelle, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Yeah. So I'm just getting situated. I think Heidi's goat is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, appreciate you. Yeah, the goat is fantastic. He definitely looks like one of my Alebrijes. Uh, anyway, so yeah. Today was kind of freaky. I was like also panicking with Heidi. So I was running over. I was in my house and needed to run over to the little art area. So yeah, it was super interesting. So anyway, so I think folks are coming. I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks a bunch. Yeah, you guys are fantastic. I love it. Okay, so Heidi, that goat is fantastic. It's like the greatest. So yeah, love it. Yeah, as you know, you never know what's gonna happen. Appreciate you. Thank you, Amanda, for the mod. Sorry about that. Mama called. I'm not sure how she knows that I'm live, and she's like, I must call her right now. Anyways, hopefully well, I didn't realize that I had a show today, so I didn't let her know. So hopefully she won't call me right away. So I know mom just knows. Anyways, so I appreciate you all being here. I forgot to paint my name. Sorry about that again. It's mom. I should have. No, I can't answer because that'll take longer. Hopefully, she'll get the point and will call me later. Okay, so, but today we are here. We're excited. I'm excited that Heidi was able to go on because I loved her show. Um, and anyway, so today we're doing something a little different for me. So you know that I'm obsessed with all the crafts, all the crafting and artesanía mexicana. So all the like artisans type stuff sold um, that represents Mexico. I think it's fantastic. Like, look at these fantastic seed bead fish. Fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. Let me show you. This is a fantastic necklace made out of seed beads. Gorgeous. Can you imagine this like against like a white t-shirt and like blue jeans? It would be fantastic. So yeah, so I love this stuff, right? And let me show you one more. So these I made um, in my practice, like learning how to do it. And so I have two that I made. I didn't list them because they're my practice, and I want to use them as um, a pattern, if you will. Hey, Claire, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. We are a group of artisans on knickknacks.net that like to support each other. So thank you for being here. This is another bracelet, also made of seed beads, right? So, anyways, so I learned to do this most recently, and I'm excited to show you. All right, so to make it easier, yeah, it's hours and hours upon hours of work, but there's a thing here that I find it's super fantastic, right? So this is a loom. Let me pull it out. So yeah, I want to take you through the entire steps. It's fantastic. Yeah, yeah. Once you discover this, I mean, if you're into this kind of stuff, like seed bead, like animals, necklaces, beads. Look at this one. How fantastic is he? So if you're into this sort of stuff, you can definitely, if you buy this, you're gonna just, Heidi, look, this is definitely worthwhile. Like it's something that's gonna take as much time as the quilling and stuff, but the possibilities are endless. So, like I said, I purchased this loom and I'm opening it. I just opened this one up for the first time. I got two so that I would show you. I would start one so that I'm in the middle of one and then show you how to use it. So, um, the name of the loom is called this. It's fantastic. Like yeah, watch. Let me just show you. Okay, so in the package, you're gonna get this, right? In there, you're gonna get the actual loom, and you get this thing. I'm not sure what it's called, but basically, you pull it to make. And remember, I still have the tennis elbow situation happening, so please forgive me for not being able to do this. It's a lot easier for someone who doesn't have the tennis elbow. So basically, you're just gonna pull it in to the little hole, and then Lupe doesn't see the hole either. There you go. Anyways, so you do it like so. So then this is so you can thread your loom. It's gonna be super awesome. Like the biggest or the most time consuming part really is the threading of the loom, and then after that, the first one, um, doing the first line, and then after that, it's just going to town with it. So, all right. So this is a thread. I'm gonna use white. There's a specific kind of thread that can be used, but I also use. Let me show you. Yeah. Hey, Choe, come on in. I appreciate you being here. Um, and let me show you. Okay, so this one is just like a really thick thread from Clark's and Coats or something like that. It's not it feels kind of the same as same as sort of like denim thread, but yeah, so you can use that too. But the this is better. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Tigger. Yeah. So my niece bought this for me um when I went back to school after I retired from the Girl Scouts. She went shopping for college for her, and she saw this, and she thought that it would be perfect for me. So she gave it to me, and I use it. I have all my needles type stuff, and then also, most recently, I got these the Mandela dotting tools from Vanessa. So I put those in here as well, so that it just keeps it contained. But anyway, all right. So like I said, the hardest part is the threading. But before you actually start, um, you know, working on your necklace or your bracelet, I'm doing a bracelet for this one. You have to sort of come up with like a design, and um, so on there's a bunch of websites that let you download a a graphing sort of paper so that you can make your designs and stuff. But I am using an old notebook. I want to say this was probably like either geometry because it has a lot of log stuff, or maybe it was like the beginning, like the refresh for Calc 1 or Calc 2. Anyways, so it was leftover. So so then I started to work on different designs. It's really cool because really the possibilities are absolutely endless. So anyway, so I started with this one, right? I liked it because it kind of gives you vibes of like the Zia symbol on the New Mexico flag. And then I put like a dot in the between. And I thought that was cute. So this could be a cute design. So really simple. But then I decided, well, what would happen if I did like in between I did like chevrons. So I started to do that, and then I decided, well, what if I do the opposite chevron? And then this design came out. So yeah, I mean, from a little change, you can have fantastic designs. I like this one. I like the color change and stuff like that. So yeah, then you get all into the designs, and so anyway, so this is the one that I started to work with. And the reason why I was doing this, I already had my beads because I was making friendship bracelets during the summer. No, not during the summer, during the fall. And so I still have it here. And so then I said, oh, I want to use these beads. Usually the beads that are used for um, this type of design are the seed beads, which are right here. So I got this from the A to the Z website, and it's like every color you can possibly need. Yeah, it's really pretty. I really, yeah. So um, and then so these turn out to be very delicate, very thin, whereas using these, it's it's a lot chunkier and a little bit faster. And again, I'm trying to use up those beads themselves, so that's why I wanted to do it. So anyway, so then once I settle with the design that I wanted to do, then you want to thread your loom. So I'm going to show you how to thread your loom. If I get frustrated or like it's too much or whatever, then I reserve the right to stop doing it and do something else because I already have another one already set up. So what you want to do in the beginning is basically you're going to want to tie it to this hook here, not the metal hook, but rather this one, right? So this one's a little hard for me because I kind of have to go by feel. It's hard to see. So what I do is they only do it once in the instructional booklet, but I go around a couple of times just to make sure that I don't drop it, and it lets me. Let me see if there's a way for me to show you instead of blocking it with my hand. So I think I'm gonna have to block it. Sorry. Anyways, all right. So there you go. There's one tie, and of course you're not gonna like trust it. So I'm gonna go a couple times, and I'm gonna um, make another knot. Yeah, yeah. So this, like I said, the first part is the one that's kind of like scary and time consuming, but once you start it, then it's all good. So for the folks that I learned this from, they used a traditionally made loom made out of wood and small nails, and but I am using something a little bit different. Anyways, all right. So once you have it like this, then what you're gonna do is based on your design. So you're gonna count how many beads across you're gonna need, right? So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm gonna do a line of white on the side, on both sides, and so again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 8, 9. So if you're gonna need to put 9 beads in, then you do one extra. Okay. So you're gonna when you're threading your loop, you're going to first count where you're going to start off. Not recommended that you start right in the beginning because it's a little harder. So what I do is I count based on the little by putting my finger in the middle and then seeing how many of those are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do 10 because that's a good number. So then you grab your thread, right? And you're going to try to put it through that. And I'm hoping that's the right one. Okay, let me grab my loop to be able to see better. Okay. All right. So we're trusting that that's 10. I mean, if it's not exactly 10, that's no worries. Okay. So then over here, you're going to count the ridges as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 is here. So I'm going to try to slide it into my finger nail. Okay. So once I did that, then I come over here and then I just make it go around the hook there. And then I go to the very next ridge and try to put my thread there, like so. Let's see if you can see. Is it? I'm going to try to move it so that eventually you're able to see. So it's the next one over, okay? I know yeah, like I said, this is the hardest part. And I think it's probably it's harder because of my vision issues. So, like someone who doesn't have the vision issues probably will have no problem. So like yeah, like the first ones that you do, it's always the hardest, and then you just kind of go with it. You can either go one way, or you can go one way one time and then the other way the other time. I like to go the same way every time. And then do let me know if you have any questions. Sometimes my internet's not great, so it doesn't update the chat. So if for some reason I don't see your question, type it in again, and when I see it, I will answer it. Because I'm sure you're all like dying to know how to do this. No, like I can assure you that this is way fun, and if I can do it, you can do it. So again, you're just slowly and then going to the next ridge, and then you're going to just make it go through the hook. Oh, I'm not showing you. I'll try to be better at showing you when I go around the hook for the next one. Let me just. This is yeah. So then you go to the next ridge that's empty. This is yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to show you the back. Oh, fantastic, sunshiny day. Yeah, this is like it's not hard. Like I said, the hardest part really or more complicated thing is just threading it. So once I started, then I just kind of go to town, and then when I think I might be close to the number that I need, then I count it. Like I okay, so okay, I'm gonna try to again make sure that I go around. I go around the hook. Try not to get the metal hook there. Try not to get it because I mean it's not the end of the world, but yeah, make it a lot harder. Thanks, Heidi. Appreciate it. So yeah, do take a look at my bind now. I have some stuff there. I have some of my flowers. I also have some up for auction if anybody's interested. Yeah, so yeah, sometimes I get obsessed with one type of craft and then I move on to the next thing, but I'm still doing my flowers. I love them. All right, so I'm gonna count just if for some reason I went over in terms of the thread, then no worries. I can undo. So that's 4, 6, 8, 8. Okay, so since my design is for 9, I'm gonna go 10. So that was 8. This will be 9. Okay, and oh, I thank you for saying that you liked the flower that you got from me. Yeah, the the secret, the thing that they told me not to, I couldn't share is it's the concoction that they showed me how to make it so stiff. But you can use like any other polymer, I think. And but we made it. We cooked it. All right, let me see. I think I have enough. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Yes. Okay. Okay. So then this one is super hard as well. I'm going to again just because I am who I am, and I don't want to like drop it and stuff. Oh, fantastic! Yeah, yeah. It's yeah. I like I said, I really enjoy it, and the great thing with it is that you can, especially with the loom like this, you can use all of it and make panels, and then you can do several panels, and then you can make a huge piece of art. And it could be like any design that you want. You just need graphing paper, and then you can create your own designs. There's a ton of designs also available um, to that people have already designed and are free, and then there's others that you can also purchase and stuff. But I rather just start designing my own, just because I don't want someone to claim that that was their design. So I just start with like a dot, and then I decide, well, what do I want? Do I want to do chevrons, X's? Do I want to do diamonds? Yeah, the easiest thing is to do. So right now I'm struggling. The struggle, again, it's more in terms of my vision because I can't see the contrast as well, and so I have to feel for the thread. And usually by the time I feel for the thread, I've already like missed it, and let it go, and then all right, I think I got one. Okay. Again, you're not, if you try to do this, it's not going to be as difficult for you. It's for me, it's just more my vision issues for this part, because it's gray, and then the color of the thread is white, so you can imagine it's going to be not fantastic. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to go underneath the rest of the thread. No, because then that's going to change the dynamic of it. So let me try. Oh, I'll try to do this. Or try to tie it with. Luckily enough, I ended on the side where I started, so I can use the thread that was there to help me try to secure this. And you only have to do it once, but because it takes me forever to thread it, I don't want it to, for some reason, to slip, and then for me to have to rethread, because it takes a while. So hey, Thompson, welcome in, welcome in. And non Honey Girl, oh, Honey Girl. There was a movie called Honey, which I really loved. Jessica Alba was a dance instructor, and anyways, just one more. Again, this is the hardest part for me. Uh, I'm fighting with it. One more. Come on. Lupe, you can do it. Okay. Okay, I need to double knot it so that this will be my last one. So just, okay. And we did it. Yay. All right. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. All right. Yay. I know, Terry. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, that was brutal. All right. So then, what you do is, so the loom comes with a beading needle, which this is the packet that this one came in. Oh, okay. Also, once you thread it, then you thanks, Connie. Then oh, then you remove. You're supposed to remove this, but I don't want to remove it in front of you because it might mess it up. You can also just leave it. If you were making a wider design, then this might become an issue. So, anyways, but you don't have to. Removing it basically makes it more taut, so like it'll be less likely that you'll lose a thread or something like that. So, but for some reason, I think I put it in. Well, let me try to take it off. because I already have one that I started. Yeah, and my the strength in my right hand sucks, and I'm right-handed. So yeah, so with the tennis elbow, oops, with the tennis elbow, yeah, yeah, it just it's kicking my butt. So it's not as painful as it was before, but still, there's so many stuff that I'm so used to being able to do little, chores around the house that now, now I really have to think about. But anyways, all right. So in here you have your beading needle. In here, see, Mm, right there. So luckily enough, it comes with also a threading thingy. That's a technical name for it. It's a threading thingy. Okay. So now, again, you wouldn't if you did this, you wouldn't have such a hard time, perhaps, because your uh, your vision wouldn't be an issue. So here, I just kind of feel for the little hole, and then I just kind of push it until, oops, I feel like maybe it's actually in. Okay, so I think it's in, like so. So then I'm gonna try to try to put a thread through there. Um, all right, and um, well, the issue right now is just threading the needle. So let's just do that. All right. So as you can see, I do struggle a lot with my little crafts and stuff. So that's why sometimes I because I spend so much time on it and stuff. That's why my prices are what they are. I try not to be like. I basically just try to recoup the cost of making the item. Okay, so I think I got it. Okay, and then basically then you pull, and if oh no, look, my threading thing is no good. So, but I'm still gonna. Yay! It still worked. Oh, fantastic! Yay! Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I love those, and then it gives you such a fantastic pop of color. Ah, it's really beautiful. I love it. Yeah, it just even I don't know if you can see the flowers in the background. See my basket of flowers right there. Yeah. So when I pass by them, ah, it makes me so happy. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Now, sure. Imagine being legally blind and trying to do it. Anyways, all right. So then we threaded the needle, which is fantastic. So then, when you're doing like a fairly large um, um, bracelet, then I try to do like like the 2 yard thing where I pull it all the way out with my hand once, and then I pull it all the way out till the end on my other hand. So it's about, I would say, like 7 feet maybe of thread. Now you can always add more thread if you're like in the middle of your design and something happened or whatever, but it can be a little unmanageable. So, anyways, all right. So you're gonna read your design pattern starting from here out that way. So from left, no, no, from right to left, from right to left. Anyways, but like I said, I'm going to first do a whole row of white on the top and then also on the side. So we're going to basically um, put 8 white beads. So that's 2, 3, and because my beads are not exactly the same, it's not going to be like, yeah. So for this sort of thing, the ideal would be to have the same type beads, and maybe have like an accent bead in the middle if you wanted to. But for the most, to make the pattern, you really should have the same type beads. So I have 5 there. I need 3 more. Hey, Tool Bob, welcome in, welcome in. We are beading, and so I dropped many a bead. 1, 2, 3. I needed. That's okay. So then that should be 8. All right. So that's your first one, and the first one again, the threading sucks, and then also the first one sucks. Okay. And also so for the other one that I set it up was for this size beads by skipping one between the threads. But because the next one that I'm gonna do is actually going to be a seed bead, then then I made it the way it's supposed to be. Now let me show you the one that I've already set up to show you. Okay, so here we go. Okay, and then this is sort of like in celebration, say, of like 4th of July that's coming up. Mom is like uber patriotic. Mom is like, yes. And I am patriotic myself as well, but my mom is like, goes all out. So anyway, so I'm doing this one for her. So this is this design, and I started it so that you know it would be easier to show you. Okay, so I did the first line white. Sorry, I have the Ricola, and it's still, most recently I was sick, and so the cough still gets me sometimes. Anyways, so now I'm gonna count down to see which line I'm at. And so when I did my design, then I also on the line I numbered it on both sides. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So I'm at line 10, and so the next line is going to be 11. Oh, thanks, Terry. Yeah. So, I was like, I was in a lot of pain. I was in a lot of pain and stuff, but much better now. So I'm excited. So again, I'm adding. So the white one you can't see. So adding a white one in front of it. So it'll be white, and then this turquoisey bit, and then white, blue, white, turquoisey, white, red. Okay. So I'll pick those up. So the first one, like I said, is white, and then the next one's going to be turquoise, and then white. I'm doing white in between each one of them, and I think that looks pretty cool. I mean, like I said, the designs that you can come up are like endless possibilities, and it can be really cool. Like I said, look at this fantastic goodness, and you could do like super intricate designs, like roses and stuff. These are in my buy now, in case you're interested. So the next challenge is to make um, actual figurines. These I didn't make, but I'm excited to try and use them as examples. Um, so look at the hummingbirds. We have macaws. We have chickens. Look at this chicken. It's so cute. Super cute. And then like the fish. I love the fish. We have, look at this corn. It's a corn on the cob. Super cute. Yeah, so can't wait to get to evolve and be able to do that. So anyways, again, we were working on this. So turquoise, white, blue, the dark blue. And yeah, and so I wish that when I was in the hospital, I wish I had something to craft with, because oh my gosh, yeah, such a waste of time in there. I mean, I'm glad that, you know, but yeah, it's just could have been doing all kinds of stuff. Anyways, all right, so we did white, blue. I went. I got too excited and I put another white one, but the next one is a turquoise, and then white, and then we're gonna do a red, and that's gonna finish it. And always count. Well, eventually it's gonna be like kind of like when you're knitting and you've done it forever, then you don't need to count as much. But in the beginning, for me, I totally have to count all the time. So that's one, two, three, four pairs. That's eight. All right. So then the way it works is let me pick it up. Okay. So you're gonna put your beads behind the thread, right? And then you're gonna make it go through and to the top, and then you're gonna push it up. And it's super hard because of the vision stuff, but you're not gonna have such a hard time. So once they're through like this, you push it hard up. Oh, sorry, I was thinking about me and not necessarily showing you. Let me let me find where my thread is so that it doesn't get caught on something. Okay, so basically, you're basically putting it behind and pushing it up between the threads. Once it's there, then you're gonna just go through and then try not to move your fingers so that you're holding the beads up. And oh, I dropped a bead. It's okay, no worries. So yeah, carefully you bring it over, and just keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Oh, and I got it stuck. Okay, I don't know. Hopefully you're able to see. Oops. Okay. So here I'm gonna try to fix my mistake with the bead by so it twisted as I was bringing it up. Okay, now I'm gonna try to fix it right now so that it doesn't become an issue later. Okay, there you go. So then once you're on the other side, okay, then you're going to put the needle with the thread back, but through the top, so that the the threaded it's goes to the top. Okay, and I think I yeah. So then once it's there, then it should be held together. Now, because I am who I am, I go in one more time through the bottom just to make sure that I have it super secure and stuff. So Oh, that's cute. Yeah, no, so like it's really cool because like I said, you can make such intricate designs. Um, yeah, it's just your imagination is the only thing that limits you. And I think it's fantastic. Yeah, the beading, yeah. And you can do any color, you could do two colors, you could do all kinds or whatever. So this happens to me a lot where like it gets stuck. But I just again I go slowly and then retrace my steps to make sure that my stuff is secure. Then I just kind of push it up a little bit. So again, you can sort of you can see the pattern. Now it would be the pattern would be much more obvious if all the all the beads were exactly the same size, but because it was for a different project, not all the beads are the same size, but it's still pretty cool, I think. Oh, yeah, yeah. You definitely have to have the patience for it. But like I said, hey, Nadine, what kind? What kind? I'm so glad that you finally caught on my show. Uh, definitely have seen your shows. Um, I lurk a lot. So yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much. And yeah, so today we're beating. Um, and yeah, so it's not super difficult. It's difficult for me because of vision issues, but if you didn't have the vision issues, I think it'd be a lot easier. And like I said, this loom does fantastic. Um, uh, it's like a fantastic aid to be able to do this. And like I showed you, let me show you, since Nadine is here, let me show you. So the designs can be as simple as like chevrons and stuff, but then you can start, making little flowers. You can go to town with it. Like you can get to the point where you can make roses. Look at this. Fantastic, right? Yeah, I love it. Yeah. And I love the way like a bracelet like this feels like when you put it and it kind of just hangs on your hand, on your wrist. So there this geometric one. And then I don't know what I did with the oh, here it is. So the necklace is like look at how fantastic. Ah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, you can do so many fantastic designs, and like I mentioned before, you can use up all of this and have like a super intricate design and make like a design here, and then the next part of the design can be the next on the next one, and you can end up with like something fairly big with the design. So like this is the way that we chose. Um, items can be made more easily. Now, there's people who can do it just by eyeing it, and like the people who have been doing it for their entire lives, they don't need a loom, but the loom makes it so much easier. Anyways, all right. So that was line number 11. I know. Yeah, lots and lots. And yeah, so this is 11, and so then we have to do number 12. Let me go back to that. So for number 12, you're going to do two white ones. And yeah, these beads are not the same size. Some are like super, like a lot bigger than um than the other one. So you want to try to find the beads that are like closer together. All right. So then the next one is going to be blue. I questioned it because I was looking at here and then looking at theirs, like it doesn't make sense, but I guess it does. Just follow the pattern, trust the trust the process, right? Continue to trust the process. Okay. So then white, and then it should be a turquoise. And eventually, based on what you have on the loom, you know what can come next. But having a design will like help you not be questioning, oh, is that really the next one or not, or whatever. So okay, so then you have 2, 4, 6. The next one after that is going to be red, and then white. Okay, and here we go. Oh yeah, and also didn't mention that I'm not doing the under the sky thing, other than the fact that it's 8 p.m. So under the night sky, I'm working under the night sky. But yeah, so I'm not sticking with that because, like I said, for some reason I'm not sure why I thought that I didn't have that I wasn't scheduled, and so I didn't come up with like a night design for you. But you definitely could like do moon and stars or something like that. That would be really cool. All right, so then see, I put it underneath, pushed it up. Now I'm going to try to not lose my bead again and pull it through, and then slowly just keep pulling it. And yeah, you want to be in a place where your thread is not going to get caught with like edges of stuff. But yeah, so like I said, this can be like super therapeutic. Um, can be fun, and also can be frustrating because it takes forever. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. And yeah, no, and yeah. Um, so like when I was sick, I never felt like, dude, I totally could die. There was only one time when I've been in the hospital and I thought, oh shoot, this might be it. And I've been in the hospital a couple of times, many times actually. But even when I was in the car, the rollover car accident, like literally the car rolled over 8 times, punctured my eye socket, fractured my neck, my back. I mean, it was, yeah, I look hideous. But I never felt like I was going to die. You know, I know a lot of people were making such a fuss because, you know, they thought I wasn't going to walk or whatever, which would have sucked. It would have sucked like if I was left blind and not being able to walk. But I'm just grateful. Again, I do it twice. That's just me because I am who I am, and I just want to make sure that, like, if for some reason one of my beats was dropped, I catch it on the next one. So, yeah, and yeah. So then when I went to the hospital this time, I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, I could totally die. No, I didn't feel that. I was like, okay, I just kind of have to do what the doctors say, and everything's gonna be good. Um, the first time I went to the hospital with COVID, that was like when it first started. I had done an internship making ramps for the elderly. And anyway, so yeah, during spring break. And so during spring break, I caught it. And that was when you went to the hospital, basically they wouldn't let you talk to nobody or anybody, and basically you went to, die. And so I was like, oh, dude, this is the end. But no, everything was fine. So anyways, okay, so that's line 12. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, much. Yeah, I'm doing much, much better. Yeah, definitely. So okay, so that was line 12. So then you go back to the design. The next line is lucky number 13, and um, So for lucky number 13, you're gonna do white because that's you always start with a white one. And so I was gonna do white on both sides, and then it seemed too thick. Even here, it seems like it's gonna be too wide. Like, anyways, but like I said, my mom tends to love everything I do, so I think she's gonna appreciate it nonetheless. Um, and anyway, so yeah, so then the next one's gonna be blue, and yeah, no, and I totally appreciate because right around that time I had several orders, just from the buy it now, and the people were super understanding of me canceling their orders and stuff. So I really appreciate that as well. Yeah, the all the members on Knickknacks are just fantastic. Everybody's here to support each other and completely. I think we all sort of put ourselves in the other person's shoe a lot, and I think that's why it's so supportive. So we have five. So it was blue, then it should be red. The next one should be red. But I should have looked at my design instead of like just saying, "Oh, the next one should be red." Because we're working on number 13. So then we do mm, white, and then okay. So then this one, um, I was like this green one. I was gonna try to do like a black one and stuff, but I couldn't find the same size color bead. So then instead, then I just basically instead put a dark blue one in there instead of the green on the design. I don't know if you're able to tell the difference. Yeah, knickknacks is fantastic. I mean, it's partly the design of it, uh, and I think Mary had a lot to do with like just keeping it positive and stuff. And then obviously Jocelyn and Christina and Logan and everybody, Sandy, everybody who like who are super knowledgeable, and they're like so wanting to help everybody be successful. Like I remember like Sierra during her show, she would say, she had that about that. That was the dentist reminding me that I have an appointment coming up. But anyways, yeah. So Sierra would say during her shows, hey, if you're having trouble, like obviously you need to do your own research or whatever. But then when you get in a bind, you know, connect with me and I'll help you figure out the value of something. And she totally did that too. Because I remember one time I looked into a Murano piece that I had seen. Um, I had seen Jocelyn pick it up at one of the antique malls. So I knew it was Murano, but I wanted to just make sure. And I sent her the photos and stuff, and then she was able to help me. Yeah, and she didn't have to, like she was busy and stuff, and that's sort of when when the Nignas just was getting started, and Sierra wasn't a moderator yet, but super helpful. Like everybody's been super fantastic. And Connie was our first, well, that I saw was the first maker to do like a actual demo. He was doing the ferry houses, ferry exchange houses, not houses, offices. It was fantastic. Yeah, the beginnings were quite fantastic. All right, so this is my 13th. Sorry about that. So it's secure. I was able to do the top and the bottom, but like I said, I always do twice. Yeah, the two fairy exchanges. Yeah, fantastic. And I keep telling her like she should do like a whole village of like of little houses because that's like a little Christmas village. I definitely used it for decor during Christmas time, and yeah, so they're super cool. And all right, so I'm doing it one more time. Just I am who I am, so I always want to make sure that I'm better safe than sorry. That's how I see it. So I go one more time underneath, and then I go back over, but I still try to grab the bottom. Well, you know what? I'm gonna just do a couple right there, just because you know how like sometimes when you're wearing something that's beaded, like for some reason if we snap a line, I don't want like all of it to unravel if for some reason you pulled it or whatever. So yeah, so and then we're gonna go back and then pull. That's why you need so much thread in the beginning, is because you're gonna go back and forth. But now we finally completed the actual chevron that's obvious, which is the darker blue. And so we're here. This is gonna be pretty true to the thing. But yeah, so anyways, so up next we have Candyland Curiosities. Miss Amanda. I hope she's ready. Let's see if. Thank you all so much for taking a look at what I'm doing. Appreciate you all. Besitos. And let's find Miss Amanda. Okay. Is she on? I think she's on. Thank you. No, thank you all. And I'm going to find Miss Amanda. She's not on. I just have to. Sorry, I just needed to scroll up. Okay, so I'm going to go carefully touch her name. Okay, we're gonna end and raid. Okay. Not letting me raid. No worries. We went through it today. Yay!